Alright, so this is the BRK Crusader. So I just put this black rubber tape on there, something you use in plumbing. The reason why is the white tape I had, it's good, but it's not going to last, and I was just in the moment. Yeah, but as you can see, the handle on this is natural canvas with red liners. There's a little cut there from me cutting it back a bit, but that's okay. When you use it, it goes away. And yeah, this is the blade after one use, and I chopped pretty hard into some dry wood, and there is nothing. Like, the geometry of this convex grind on the Crusader, because the blade thickness is so thick, like, the geometry just here, it's thicker at the edge, guaranteed. Let's see if I can get to focus there. Yeah, so very clean edge. Tip is awesome. Like, the tip is just way stronger on this knife. Okay, well, looking at it's fine and dandy and all, and here's how the back looks, but the only way you're gonna really know is if I start putting some comparison knives on here. So we'll put the Crusader in the middle. As far as here is my good old Bravo 2. I've used this a lot. So you can see the handles are roughly the same. A little bit longer on this one. Don't know how that happened, but you know, it feels the same in hand. Feels the same in hand. But okay, I mean, you saw it in the video. You saw the spine thickness comparison. There we go. If you can look up the spine thickness to this and this, you'll get a better idea as to what's going on here. But the tip is equally as robust. And this knife, I'd say this Bravo 2, these are indestructible. So, oh yeah, put the lanyard out of the way. There we go. So, yeah, this is how I used to make lanyards. And now the way I do lanyards is I do them adjustable like this. It just seems to work better. You can YouTube how to make an adjustable lanyard online. It's pretty easy. But I think, so this is like the main thickness comparison, but the next knife I have to compare with is still my favorite knife, the BRK Taupe Recon. So here they are. A Bravo 2. This is the Crusader, the new knife. This is the Taupe Recon. So to compare, basically, oh wow, the handle on the the handle's actually bigger on the Taupe Recon. Kind of makes sense. I actually did think that this fit me better because my hand's not as big as other people's. Still a big enough mitt, but like, as you can see, the distance from the pinky to the back of the knife, or if I grab like this, the distance did feel better on this knife. Well, that's interesting. That's very interesting. So this knife feels better, even though it's heavier, but this knife just feels the most unreal of all the knives I've ever used. So, by the way, if you're looking for a good knife, this is my top recommendation. Still recommend this at a very high mount, but yeah. Good wasp killing tool. Here is my Busi to Gulb. I don't know if you guys know what this is. This is from the movie, the show The Walking Dead. Another really good knife, but not for bushcraft. Probably just as a good defensive weapon against a bear or a cougar. if you can survive that. It made of Infi steel. It's pretty good. And let's put this away. Here's a sheath for this, by the way. And then we'll put this away. It's a similar kind of sheath. And then here's the sheath for this one. And then here's a TRC South Pole, just for size reference. Very good knife, by the way. One of the best small knives I've ever used. It made me sell a bunch of my knives just because I like this knife so much. But yeah, good knife. There you can see that. And then another small knife I have. Another good knife is a BRK Cub. Really good hiking knife. Has good length. The tip is a little bit on the fragile side, so you can't just jab things, but you're not trying to jab things with a knife. You're trying to cut things. And this knife does really good at all the bushcraft tasks. It's just a good size. Really good size. Really good in-hand feel. Different handle than the other knives I have. But yeah. But the main thing I think is this knife makes a really good chopper. And it's definitely a big knife due to its weight, even though it's only 8.5 inches. Whereas like, you know, the taupe Recon, it feels almost as big, but because it's so much thinner, like look at the thickness difference here. The thickness difference, let's get it to zoom in there a bit. Thickness difference is huge. This is like 4.2 mils, and I don't know what this is. In inches, this is 0.0187 inches. This is 0.0288 inches of thickness. That's a huge difference. That's like basically, sorry, 0.187, 0.288. So there's a 1/10 of an inch difference between these. 1/10 of an inch? No. Yeah, it's about that. So if you want, I'd say with the Crusader, it definitely is a more powerful knife. If you want chopping power, take this. If you want a little bit of balance, like this has the feel of a small knife and a big knife combined. It's hard to explain, but you're just gonna have to try your own Parker Bravo Taupe Recon to understand. But this has the big knife feel due to its weight. Like when I pick it up, my wrist feels it. So yeah, I hope that helps. And like I give this knife, for me, it is just my opinion, but I give the BRK Crusader a 10 out of 10. It's just awesome. It's just awesome. I mean, I like using it. I'm gonna get a Kydex made for it, just so it's easier to sheath and resheath. And yeah, like, cause like the leather sheaths are great and all, but Kydex, you just push it in, click, go, no thinking. And that's enough video for today, because this helicopter is blowing because of the forest fire. Well, yeah, it's getting kind of annoying. But yeah, if you do want to run the sheath, it is very good. It does the job. Have a nice day. That was really fast. That was really, really fast. Holy cow. That was really fast. It's hard to hold because it's a big knife. Let's see if I get.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay, well, the main thing is.
What's the main thing, Mike?
You can make a sharp spear fast.
Nice.
Or a hiking stick.
Okay.
And then swing up at it from the, yeah. You can swing harder, man. Holy crap, that's fast. There's also the weight of the tree, though.
Yeah.
Just like separate it and then. Crazy, eh? Whew. Frick, eh? Okay, well, it's pretty much, there we go. All right, trail clearing.